All right, good afternoon. Welcome back here to Trader Minute. Great to have you aboard. All right, here we have two signals on the board here this afternoon, and we'll get to them here in just a moment. I am being flagged here. Let me just make sure the stream is up and running all right here. My apologies. All right, looks like all right. Thumbs up, good deal. All right, let's go. All right, let's get to it. Market ticking along here today. Sold off this morning, bought up this afternoon a little bit, and what I think overall market up about a point right here. But we have two signals on the board. We have Netflix and EWZ. And the nice thing about both of these is neither of them have earnings priced into them. So going to go out and make a trade. I'm going to go buy Netflix. I'm not going to buy EWZ, but I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to look to buy EWZ in the morning, and I'll show you why. But let's go get to it. Let's go buy some Netflix here. Let's see here. You can see the chart. Right here, it has this kind of earnings drop here from yesterday. Nice rip to the upside. I was a little bit worried watching this that the rip would be too much to qualify as a challenge trigger, but it is not two average true ranges, so we're good to go there with that. Now, what I'm looking at the 21st of February strike here and the 337 calls. Okay, so the 337 calls, they're going for about, they're moving up a little bit, about 1420 to 1445, 1450 here. And I'm just looking for one. I'm just going to do one contract here on it. And let's see if we can get 1430, hopefully. Maybe not, moving a little too much here. Sure, if I'd let it go, it would it would fill me. All right, back that off to a market order, and it gave it to me at 1439. 1439 there, so you could probably get it cheaper than I did. Maybe a penny more, maybe a penny less. I don't know. It's not going to make a huge difference with one contract. But 1439 on the 21st of February, 337 call there, and again one contract, so $1,400 into it here on Netflix. All right, so let's get things filled out. I've filled out a bunch of stuff here for it. But let's get everything else filled out here. 1439. That's such a funny price for Netflix here. The stock entry price, let's see here, was just a little, okay, 342.10. All right, 342.10. ETR is 929, so it's going to give us our stop and our profit levels there. We're looking at 360, 68 here on that. So our close dates are in here. Everything we need is in here except for the current price, which I'm just going to put as $14.39. We're good to go. All right, we're good to go. Now, this is in a position where essentially what? We need about a $20 move to get the two ATRs, right? And if we look at the option, a $20 move gives us about a double, so it's in that nice position. And then if it goes about $9 against us, we're looking at about a 40% loss there, so a little more risk on it than what I'd like to see. There is still a little bit of extra IV with the earnings from yesterday and some of the movement here today. But it was that downward move yesterday, the downward cross of the 3.7 that's given us the upward 3.7 here today. You can see our Stoke 39.1 well above 50 here. We're coming off of higher lows. Just has everything that that it needs here in it. You'll notice the ATR has moved up quite a bit here, in the last couple days with the earnings move. So we are on a little bit more of an extended ATR than what it has been but something that it's not out of any sort of normal parameters there for Netflix here. So we're looking for a move up here to about 360, 365, which would actually be a gap fill here for it, which I definitely would definitely be nice to see here. Okay, now EWZ. EWZ has a bullish signal on it today. This is the Brazilian ETF. And if you'll recall at the beginning of this challenge, I talked about the addition of these ETFs, the EEM, the EWW, and the EWZ. And now these would be things that when they trigger, I would not necessarily trade them. I would be looking for an absolute ideal situation here on them and then willing to trade them. With EWZ, do we have a decent signal? Yeah, we do. But it is one that I am going to wait until tomorrow morning and look to be a buyer of if it opens up a little bit down, 20, 30, 40 cents down. Well, probably not 40 cents, but 20, 30 cents down, somewhere in that area. I'll look to pick it up. With the market vibe where it's at, and with the challenge still early on here, not quite a risk that I'm ready to take. And I talked about it at the beginning of this challenge with these. Yeah, when they give signals, the signals tend to be accurate, but they have a lot more consolidation risk in them than do individual stock signals because they are ETFs. And, that is just something that I want them in there for the challenge, like I explained, because they can make some big runs, and I want to be part of those when they happen. But, it's not something I'm going to jump in on every signal. And this one, I'm going to kind of go a little bit more conservative. I'm going to wait here, see if we can get a better price on it tomorrow. It's not an option value issue. In fact, the option values are pretty good. It is something where the options, if we come and we look at the 21st of February options, they're well priced for EWZ. The implied volatility is not crazy. They're in a good spot here. And, so I'll look at these here in the morning, and, if we get an opportunity, we'll go after those and assess them, in the context of the other signals that may be out there. Okay, so in on Netflix, running here with Netflix, and and that'll end our cash streak here, which is nice. That was getting old, but our signal. Our signal rate here for the challenge is very strong, is what I expect. As we get more stocks coming off of earnings, I do expect that we will see more signals that are tradable. The percentage of signals that are tradable increase, not necessarily the number of signals increase. In fact, I'd be a little concerned if we saw the number of signals increase too much here. All right. Thanks for hopping on. Have yourselves a fantastic evening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Take care.